Chosen one, this message found you, not the other way around. If you stay till the end, you will feel something shift. Not outside you, but inside your hands. Inside your calling. Because right now, I know you've been praying for a sign. You've been holding it together while bills pile up, while people you loved walked away, while the silence of heaven felt almost unbearable. But this moment is heaven answering back. Look at your palm. There's something written there that's been waiting for you to notice. This is not a coincidence. It's a revelation. And before this video ends, you'll know how to activate what's been sealed in you since birth. If you already feel a spark, a warmth, a tingle, comment 999 below. That number means it is time. And if your spirit whispers, yes, subscribe. Because this is just the first instruction heaven has for you. Your awakening has already begun. Revelation? You were led here. See the mark. If you're watching this, it's not an accident. Something or someone guided you here. I mean it. You didn't just scroll into this video. You were led here, maybe by a whisper, maybe by a strange pull you couldn't explain. And I know, you've been asking for a sign. You've carried burdens quietly, bills, loss, loneliness, wondering if heaven still remembers your name. Now, open your palm. Really look at it. See that line crossing down and up, forming what looks like the letter M. That's not just a random fold of skin. That's your reminder. Some call it miracle. Others say manifestation. I call it mastery, the divine mark of someone meant to build, heal, and lead. But here's the twist. Not everyone who has an M is chosen. It's not about the mark itself. It's about what it awakens inside you. So pause for a moment. What do you feel when you look at that M? Warmth? A pulse? Or maybe just curiosity? That's where resonance begins. You don't have to force belief. You only have to notice. Across history, hands have always been maps. Prophets read them, elders blessed with them. And in Isaiah 49:16, God said, "See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." Not as a symbol of power, but of love. Because even when you feel forgotten, there's a mark that says you are remembered. Let me tell you about Mary, 57 years old, a retired nurse from Ohio. Last year, she lost her job. Her husband had passed away. Most days, she barely left the house. One morning, she stumbled on a video like this, and for some reason, she looked at her palm. She saw the M. At first, she laughed it off, but that night, she couldn't sleep. She said she kept hearing the phrase, "Maybe you still have something left to give." So she tried something simple. For 3 days, she journaled one line each morning. "What can I give today?" She prayed, softly, not asking for rescue, but for direction. On the 3rd day, her old manager called. A local community clinic needed volunteers for a health project. She said yes. 3 months later, she was back in uniform, helping again. She told me, it wasn't magic, it was movement. And that's the real lesson. The mark isn't here to grant miracles instantly. It's here to remind you to move, to listen, to act when the nudge comes. Let's do something together right now. Place both palms together, gently. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Now, notice, is there one word that comes up? Hope, ache, peace, pressure. Whatever it is, that's your starting point. That's your conversation with heaven, happening right now. And before we move on, I want to say this clearly. Not every mark means instant miracles. Be careful with anyone who tries to sell you shortcuts to heaven. The truth doesn't need hype. It needs peace. So if during that short moment, you felt a warmth or a tiny tingle in your hands, comment, "I feel it," below. I'll read a few and pray over them myself. Because in the next part, I'll show you exactly what to do with that mark, how to activate it in the next 72 hours, and why this could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Stay with me. This is not just another video. It's a conversation that was meant to find you. Right here, right now. Activation. Use the M, practical steps, trials, and truths. Now that you've seen the mark, what do you do with it? Because awareness is only the first step. The real transformation happens when you move with it. Not just believe it, but live it. So let's begin your 72-hour activation window. The time where you give heaven something to respond to. Don't worry, it's simple. Just 5 steps. Small enough to start today, powerful enough to change your direction. Step 1. Journal one sentence about the life you want. Write it. Don't just think it. Because when your hand writes your vision, you're giving permission to your soul to make it real. Keep it simple. 1 line. I want peace in my work. I want to use my voice to heal. Step 2. Speak 1 prophetic affirmation morning and night. Words carry vibration. So when you wake up and before you sleep, whisper this: I am sealed. I am sent. It's not about magic. It's about memory. You're reminding your spirit who you already are. Step 3. Make 1 phone call or send 1 message you've been postponing. You know which one. The one that's been sitting in your mind for weeks. Movement invites miracles. Step 4. Give something. Your time, attention, or a small gift. Generosity magnetizes blessing. You're telling the universe, I already have enough to share. Step 5. Rest. Because clarity doesn't come from noise. Rest is where divine downloads arrive, not through striving, but surrender. Every step opens a different door. Journaling clears your path. Action builds momentum. Giving attracts favor, and rest renews strength. Let me tell you about Tom, 42, from Nevada, an ex-military guy who didn't believe in any of this. His sister sent him this same challenge. He rolled his eyes, but decided to humor her. He wrote 1 line: I want to feel useful again. He whispered the words morning and night. Nothing fancy. On the second day, out of nowhere, a former comrade messaged him after years of silence. They caught up. By day 3, that friend offered him a short-term consulting gig, his first work in months. Tom told me later, it wasn't magic, it was alignment. See? Small, consistent actions open big doors. But there are common traps people fall into. Mistake 1, expecting overnight miracles. That's how hope turns into frustration. Mistake 2, shouting every sign online. That only invites doubt and distraction. Mistake 3, waiting for heaven to fix what your hands were built to handle. Here's the truth. Faith and wisdom must walk together. Pray, yes, but also prepare. Believe, but still build. The M on your palm doesn't promise a problem-free life. It's not a ticket to ease. It's an invitation to purpose. It marks access to your calling, not exemption from effort. You are chosen not to escape the storm, but to walk through it with clarity and peace. Now, let's make this living a daily ritual you can follow starting today. Morning. Palms together. Breathe in for 3 counts. Whisper, I am sealed. I am sent. Noon. Place your palm over your heart. Write 1 line of gratitude. Evening. Review 1 small win and say, thank you. If you're ready to commit to this, comment $9.99 below. I'll read a few out loud in the next video, so we can grow together. 1 small act of faith at a time. You are sealed. You are sent. Now move. subscribe to a rhythm of reminders that keep you aligned, because this is only the first instruction, and what comes next will take you deeper. And please remember, don't ever hand over money for instant blessings. Test every message by its fruit. Does it build you up or tear you down? True light equips you. It never exploits you. Now, wherever you are, whisper this with me. I hold the mark. I hold the mission. I will move in faith and wise action. Do the 72-hour plan. Journal. Make that call. Then come back and tell me one small victory. Because this is only the beginning. Your awakening is already unfolding.